The fourth India-SICA foreign ministers meeting was recently held in Panama City after an 8-year gap. SICA, which stands for Sistema de la Integración Centroamericana or the Central American Integration System, is a regional integration organization consisting of 7 nations including Costa Rica, Belize, Panama, El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala and Nicaragua. India admires the role played by SICA in Central American regional integration and appreciates the support given by SICA to India in various international and multilateral forums. India and SICA share common perspectives and challenges as developing countries and are confronted with common global challenges such as climate change, poverty reduction, food and energy security, as well as the COVID pandemic and the Ukraine conflict. Prime Minister Narendra Modi took the initiative of holding the Voice of Global South Summit of 125 nations, in which many Central American nations participated. The idea behind the summit was that no group should claim leadership without considering those most affected. India sought the views of the Global South and fashioned its own positions based on what many SICA members conveyed to India. New Delhi deems this as essential in her responsibility as the G20 chair. 2023 is a very special year for India because of the G20 presidency, and India takes up this responsibility at a time when the East-West polarization is strong and North-South divides are getting deeper. The underlying theme of India's G20 presidency is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is a family. India translated this into practical action during the COVID pandemic through the Vaccine Maitri Vaccine Friendship Initiative, which also focused on the Central American region. India and SICA members are going to be affected by what the G20 does. External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar drew the attention of the SICA members to the thinking of Prime Minister Modi during the India-SICA foreign ministers meeting. PM Modi is of the view that the issues that we cannot resolve should not come in the way of those that we can resolve. With this approach, the partnership between India and SICA as a grouping, as an expression of the common South-South cooperation to which they are all committed, is going to gain traction in the future. Energy and food security are perhaps the two most immediate global challenges that the Global South faces. The UN has declared 2023 as the International Year of Millets. A substantial expansion of global production of millets has the potential to address food security on a lasting basis, not just food security but also nutritional security, because millets are a good source of iron, vitamins and micronutrients. Millets are drought-tolerant crops that have been part of Indian tradition for many centuries, and certainly the world would be better served if it were to revive that. Beyond food and energy security, there are other priority areas including those of development, growth, trade, investment, employment and poverty reduction. India will be doing more in these areas to enhance its relationship with the Central American nations. SICA member states have a particular focus on climate change, and they are very proud custodians of extraordinary biodiversity. From the Indian perspective, the International Solar Alliance (ISA) and the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure (CDRI) are key institutions in combating climate change. Most SICA members host a community of people of Indian origin, PIO. The PIO community today forms a very effective bridge between India and SICA. India appreciates the role of the PIO community in SICA nations and the opportunities that SICA nations have given to this community. A new India seeks to engage and partner with SICA. India is a digital deliverer, a hub of startups, a pharmacy of the world, a growing manufacturing power, a climate leader and a science and technology partner. India's motto for the G20 is One Earth, One Family, One Future, and the same spirit has brought India into deliberations with SICA members.